They buried her alive. Little they know she's the daughter of the devil. I'll explain the story of Nanno from the series Girl from Nowhere. The episode starts Nanno, who had to change schools again. While at the gym, Hawk, a talented varsity player, arrived late for the practice, and his friends were curious about where he had been. Hawk revealed that he had just saw a new transferred student. When asked if she was attractive, Hawk teased his friends that he would spill the beans if she wasn't. The group couldn't resist the curiosity and decided to pay the new student a visit. Nanno found herself catching the attention of 3 boys while she was in the class. However, their coach quickly reprimanded them for not focusing on their practice. Later, Nanno asked her seatmate Itim about the boys and learned that they were known as the 3 Points, a group known for their humor and tendency to cause mischief. Curious, Nanno asked Itim if she had a crush on any of them, but Itim revealed that the boys already had a plenty of admirers. The coach punished 3 boys by making them run around the pool. As Nanno and her friends passed by the area where the boys were being punished, Nanno quickly became the talk of the whole school due to her striking appearance. She received many compliments from her peers and was admired by many for her beauty. Itim was taking a walk in the field when Hawk approached her with a box of cookies. Itim was surprised and asked if the cookies were for her. Hawk gave her another box of cookies and asked her to give it to Nanno. Itim's expression changed, and she walked out. Later, Itim gave the 2 boxes of cookies to Nanno, telling her that they were from Hawk. However, Nanno urged Itim to eat the cookies herself because she didn't want them. Tao also encouraged Itim to enjoy the 3, but Itim declined, stating that she didn't want to eat other people's leftovers. When Nanno suggested that Itim didn't need to eat sweets because she was chubby and needed to lose weight, Itim was taken aback by the comment. After Nanno made a comment about Itim's weight, Itim felt terrible about herself and walked out of the room. However, Nanno just smiled and even called Itim cute. Later, Tao and Itim were walking home when the 3 Points approached them with an offer: a concert ticket in exchange for inviting Nanno and themselves to a small party at Hawk's house. Itim was skeptical and knew that the boys wouldn't offer them anything without wanting something in return. Indeed, they wanted Itim and Tao to invite Nanno to the party. However, Itim refused and gave ticket back to the boys, stating that they would not invite Nanno or attend the party. The next day at school, Nanno arrived and greeted Tao and Itim before noticing a white rose on her desk. Hawk was standing by the window, signaling that he had given the flower to Nanno. Tao asked Nanno if she liked Hawk, but instead of answering, Nanno turned the question back on Tao, asking if she had crush on anyone. Nanno then gave the rose to Tao and mentioned that she didn't really like flowers. Meanwhile, Itim looked at Nanno and started typing in their group chat, calling Nanno pretentious. After their class, one of Hawk's friends approached Tao and asked her to tutor him in math. Despite initial reluctance, she eventually agreed to tutor him. Nanno and Itim offered to wait for her. While Tao was tutoring, Hawk's friend kept staring at Nanno, which Tao noticed. Tao then abruptly stopped tutoring. Itim followed Tao to the restroom, where Tao was crying. Itim comforted her and asked if she had feelings for Nguyen. Itim told her to take her time and come out of the restroom when she was ready. They went to Hawk's party and began drinking. They noticed that Nanno wasn't affected by the alcohol like they were. Tao intended to make Nanno a drink to make her drunk, but Itim revealed a small bottle of sleeping pills she had brought with her, claiming it was her mother's medicine. A large quantity of pills was added to the drink, which Nanno drank, causing her to become increasingly unconscious. And Hawk carries Nanno into his room and do the things. Due to YouTube guidelines, I can say the word, so let's call it boom boom. Out of nowhere, Nanno opened her eyes and confronted Hawk, asking if he would ask her permission first. Hawk was taken back by Nanno's sudden awakening and apologized, but Nanno refused to accept it. Nanno got up from the bed and announced that they didn't need to eavesdrop. She opened the door, but the people outside quickly shut it again. Nanno turned to Tao and asked if she was so upset with her that she didn't want her to leave the room, and he choked him to death. Now they tried to bury Nanno's body. They dug a deep ditch and covered Nanno's body inside. Suddenly, to their shock, Nanno began to move and breathe again. Hawk urged the others to help her, but Tao warned them that they could be arrested if they were caught. Hawk stomped on her body before they covered her with soil. They all apologized to her as they left the place. At the next day, Nanno seems missing in the class. But later that day, Nanno appeared in the corridor. She entered their classroom, and Tao and the team were shocked to see her. During their break, Nanno sat with them and offered them food. But when Tao asked her who she was, and Itim asked if she was Nanno's twin, Nanno responded by saying that they both looked pale and sick. Tao and Itim quickly ran away after that. That evening, they all met at Hawk's house to discuss the appearance of Nanno in their school. After some arguing about what to do, someone rang the doorbell. When Hawk answered it, Nanno was there, smiling. She asked why they didn't invite her and said that she had left her phone in Hawk's room. Nanno went straight to the room with everyone following her. She lay down on the bed and invites them to join her. When she found her phone, she asked if they wanted to watch the videos on it. When Nanno asked if anyone wanted to watch the video on her phone, no one responded. Despite this, she proceeded to play the videos that revealed what happened the night before. However, the group turned on Nanno and attacked her. They even tried to bury her body again. But a recording of their earlier apologies to Nanno began to play. Nanno was alive and well. The episode ended with Hawk apologizing to her and Nanno telling them to drive home safely. The next day, Nanno acted as if nothing happened and greeted everyone at school, causing Tao and the team to scream and cry in terror. In my opinion, the story highlights the importance of genuine apologies. Apologizing should be more than just a meaningless tradition or a way to avoid consequences. From genuine remorse and a commitment to avoid repeating the same mistakes. It's essential to acknowledge our mistakes and take responsibility for them. Apologize if we have hurt someone. However, apologize alone may not be enough to heal the pain, trauma caused by our actions. It takes time to rebuild trust and heal from the damage done. We must not only apologize but also to take steps to make amends and avoid repeating our mistakes. Ultimately, every mistake can be a learning experience, and the process of healing requires effort and patience from both parties involved. If you enjoyed the explanation and the recap, please hit the like and subscribe. See you next time for the next video. Thank you for watching.